Democrats pushing through their massive climate and tax bill last night. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer taking a victory lap after getting all 50 Democrats on board. Listen.
If you ask me what helped you get this done, some people have asked me that, I'd put it in one word: persistence.
The bill has more than $400 billion in spending, billions in taxes, including heavily boosting the IRS enforcement. It now heads to the House, where a majority vote is all this is needed for passage. Joining me now, North Carolina Congressman Ted Budd. He's a member of the Financial Services Committee running for U.S. Senate in North Carolina. Congressman Budd, good to see you. The Democrats got it done.
You too, David.
Is it a win for them in November, though?
No, not at all. I mean, why would they want to raise taxes in the middle or the beginning of a recession? Because this essentially taxes American working families the worst. It's got $400 billion of taxes, mostly on those at, and more than half of it at moderate and lower income. So it taxes everyone. It raises tax, or it hires more IRS agents, 87,000, spends $80 billion to hire those agents when we really need 87,000 more border agents right now, not 87,000 more IRS agents to teach or to treat average working families like they're tax cheats. They're going about it the completely wrong way. Everything that I want to do, and the reason why I'm running for the U.S. Senate, Dagan, is to make life easier and better for Americans and for North Carolinians. But everything they do makes life harder on Americans. The Democrats have it wrong.
And I'll point out, and this is straight from the Wall Street Journal. This is not an editorial. This is just their reporting. And it says the corporate tax, this 15% corporate minimum tax, and they did make changes to placate manufacturers, where they preserved the tax benefits of accelerated depreciation in it. It says, the Journal, the corporate tax won't directly raise taxes on middle-class households on their individual returns, but higher taxes typically add costs elsewhere and can affect individuals. They can include smaller profits for shareholders or, quote, lower wages paid to workers. Ultimately, it is the working people who bear the burden of this. But the Democrats don't give a flying flip.
No, they don't. All taxes, all these government expenses ultimately go back to the consumer and to the taxpayer. And these are people that are trying to put groceries on their table. They're trying to buy back-to-school clothing coming up in the next couple of weeks, and they're having to make tough choices. I just recently visited in my campaign for U.S. Senate. I traveled to all 100 counties in North Carolina. And what they're telling me is they're concerned about crime, and they're concerned about inflation. And everything the Democrats do make crime worse, and they make inflation worse for the American working family. They completely have it backwards. We need to be hiring 87,000 more border agents, 87,000 more cops. We need to be funding them. We need to be making things better and easier for the American working family and for North Carolinians. And everything that Joe Biden does, everything Schumer does, everything Pelosi will do later this week makes it harder on American families. You can't treat the American family like they're tax cheats. And that's the assumption by hiring 87,000 more IRS agents.
Oh, speaking of which, and Christian White, and I want you to jump here on this. Yesterday, Ben Cardin, this Democrat senator, was on Fox News Sunday and was asked, can you understand how 87,000 new IRS agents would scare the heck out of millions of Americans? And Senator Cardin said, quote, if there's no reason to be fearful, and if you paid your taxes and if you complied with our laws, you should want to make sure everyone else does that. That is one heck of a midterm message, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, and it assumes that the IRS is acting in good faith or fair when every American knows that when you deal with the IRS, you are guilty until you prove your own innocence. And I don't know how, seemingly without a lot of objection from either side in Washington, we've now gotten to the point where transactions above $600 have to get reported to the IRS, a lot of them anyway. Congressman, question for you. It seems like carried interest that benefits private equity investors is not going to be taxed at a higher rate. great. The lobbyists came in and they got that planned loophole closure pulled out of the legislation. I'm curious why that is. So you have these private equity guys, most of whom I have to assume are limousine liberals who support the Democrats, who get to pay about 23% on income when other Americans get to pay up to 40% in federal income tax. Why did that happen?
The congressman lost his mic. We're trying to get him back.
Nope.
But answer that question yourself. Why did that happen? Again, it's meism. It is meism. It's, oh, me. And I'm talking about Kyrsten Sinema. Oh, me. I love my donors. I love my rich donors. Congressman, you can answer. If you heard Christian's question, you can answer it.
I didn't hear the question, but I do know that when I look at the bill here, I see that they want to help rich people buy a Tesla. And they want to hurt working families who are just trying to afford gas. They completely have it backwards. People are crying out in all 100 counties here in North Carolina, saying, "Please help me afford gas. I'm having to choose between new clothes for my kid going back to school, new backpacks, or whether I'm going to put groceries on the table." So everything that the Democrats are doing is completely backwards. And this is on the ballot this November. Let's not worry about 2024 yet. Let's worry about 2022. And let's make sure that Americans make the right choice that makes their life better. And they can do that at the ballot box.
You have to think about the impact on the availability of prescription drugs and drug development. This is a solution in search of a problem with what they're doing with prescription drug pricing from the power of the federal government. That's not where the inflation has been. Because of generic competition, prescription drug prices have been falling for the last 4 years. And then the extension of the premium support for Obamacare recipients. Again, that is a new entitlement that is only priced out 3 years when we all know it will last in perpetuity. Congressman, final word on that.
What we need is not more government complexity, not more government regulation, not more government subsidies. What we need is more transparency, more competition, and allow the consumer to know what they're purchasing. We need to have the pharmaceutical companies incentives to develop more, but also competition, because market forces have worked since creation in time immemorial and will lower prices for the American consumer, even when it comes to pharmaceuticals.
Oh, and by the way, that was Mike Emanuel questioning Senator Cardin on Fox News Sunday. Congressman Ted Budd, thank you for being here. Always. We'll be right back.